Well, hello, friends on YouTube. This is your friend Cody, host of the Pillars of Freedom podcast and the 5 Day Entrepreneur Incubator Challenge. And thank you again for joining me on another episode where I go live with you. I want to say every day, but you know what? I just missed the last 2 days. Today is Wednesday, November 24th, and I missed the 22nd and the 23rd. I felt okay skipping the one on Monday, the 22nd, because that whole day I was a total asshole, and you guys didn't need that, and I didn't feel like it. Yesterday was just laziness. Um, but I, as much as I want to say that I'm, coming on here daily and trying to add value to your journey and document my own, I know that for me, one of the biggest struggles that I've had, whether it's in this business, my prior business, or really any attempt, any kind of serious attempt, I've always missed two key components. And it's something I honestly want your help with. I come on here and talk about my expertise and what I think it'll work and this, that, and the other thing. But honestly, tonight is about um, really asking for your help as opposed to giving you what I think you could use, or would need. Right. So tonight's episode is called "How Are You Consistent and Persistent?" And I really come up with that, from all the examples I've seen in business and in personal life. It's like anybody who's achieved anything worthwhile. Obviously, it didn't come easy, and they needed to do both of these things. Whether it was them being recognized on stage, listening to them on a podcast about success they've had, whatever. They've always had these two elements to back them up, in their track record of success, and it was being consistent, and it was being persistent. And quite frankly, I struggle with both of those, or at least I do right now. In the future, that's going to change, but where I'm at right now, guys, is honestly is being currently being saying I'm consistent, but being inconsistent. My actions are not lining up with my words, and I'm not sure how to overcome that because I'll tell you what, I can be consistent for like 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. Putting out content, going live with you daily. And I get it. Being consistent to a degree means whatever you're pursuing is going to be inconvenient. But what about persistence? Um, I think I've been persistent on any one thing for maybe 3 days, a week tops. Um, like when I came up with the idea for the champion seal, I was persistent for 6 days straight, and I felt like I was a champion. But as soon as I felt like that success, like I had some kind of success, then I backed off, and I never had that same consistency, nor the same drive. What made that actually happen for 6 days straight, 6 hard days. And I'd love to know, what you guys are going through, what your journey looks like. And, as you find success, in being consistent and being persistent, I would love to know what is it about you, your mindset, your identity, whatever, that allows you, that enables you, that equips you to be consistent, to be persistent. And if you can help me make that shift, I'll be forever indebted to you. And I'll tell you what, I'd love to be able to, at least open the door to the possibility of, you helping me, and helping me make that shift. And then we tell your story on the Pillars of Freedom podcast, you being a special guest, telling your story, your journey, whatever it is, that whatever experience you went through to really unlock that consistency, that persistence that helped you achieve that level of, success, whatever that looks like. Love to open that door to possibility because guys, if I'm struggling with this, there's a very good chance that a lot of other people are too. And this would be a great opportunity to help really lift your voice and get your message out there, get your story out there. And selfishly, that might be a good thing for you, especially if you're in business. But from an act of really as an act of service, you would be providing really a path for people to follow, to help them become consistent, to help them be persistent in whatever their endeavors are. So if you can help me answer that question, how are you consistent? How are you persistent? How have you found success, in really, I guess, becoming the kind of person who is consistent and persistent? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments section below. I'll follow up with you personally. And from there, we can open the door to a possibility about being a potential guest on the Pillars of Freedom podcast. Let me know because I guarantee you it's going to make a difference. My life, other lives, and really for you, I think the opportunity to share it is not only going to feel great, but I think it's going to do great. Anyway, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And this time, as I go live again, and I think about, how important it is and has been to me to go live. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow because um, when I don't do it, I feel tremendously guilty. And when I do it, it's often easier than I expect, at least now that I've done it a few times. So I look forward to catching up with you guys tomorrow on Thanksgiving here, where I go live with you every single day. Stings a little bit, doesn't it? Where I go live with you every single day to add value to your journey and document my own. This has been your friend Cody, host of the Pillars of Freedom podcast and the 5-day Entrepreneur Incubator Challenge. I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow on the next episode. We'll see you.